From News Channel 7, time for 7 First Alert weather.
So we've been talking about temperatures slowly warming up, clouds coming in. If you look here at the northwest satellite picture, you'll see that we have some broken clouds throughout the area for today. Up here to the west, here's a storm system that's coming in, but it's breaking up against the high pressure system, but it is still going to come in. It will provide some light snow in some of the mountains. So you have two storms, one here and one here. Storm one, storm two, okay? So in storm one, as we take a look at this, we're going to kind of put it together. Here's storm one, storm two, and here's the one coming against the coastline. You can see how it's starting to arch a little bit because of that high pressure. But watch this portion of the storm itself. The energy starts to move up and it starts moving along the west coast, and that's where it could provide maybe 1 to 2 inches of snow in some of the Idaho mountains as it comes in. That's later tomorrow, as you can see this. As we get into Saturday morning, the next storm system starts to push in, and this one will be not so much that's larger, but the high pressure is going to be broken down by the first one. So this one will have some rain showers on Sunday, and in the mountains it has a possibility of about 2 to 4 inches of additional snow that could come into some of the mountain locations. So just know that this weekend could get somewhat snowy in some of the mountain locations. That could hamper your driving just a bit. So the first storm comes through, and you see McCall gets maybe an inch. And you get over here to Haley and Stanley, they're not going to be seeing much out of that first storm. The second storm that comes through for Sunday, we get some rain down here in the valley, maybe a little rain snow mix, but we're not really talking accumulation down here in the valley on Sunday. But if you look at McCall, it gets up to 2.5 inches. This is by noon on Sunday, and so more of the storm still has to push through. And so as we look at this, they could still get another 2-4 inches. That could come down in some of those mountain locations. So note that if you're going to be traveling up in those locations, especially on Sunday. So the forecast here in the valley, generally dry. Like I said, there could be a few flurries. We're not really looking for much Friday night, but this is Saturday night and then early Sunday morning. And it appears a little mixture of rain snow with the temperature down to 26, but the low of 34 on Sunday with this storm system, likely all rain on Sunday. Not a lot of rain, but some rain showers. And then Monday morning, there's your mixture of some rain and snow, and it puts these temperatures up. Like I've been talking here, you can see there's the 35 for tomorrow, 41 for Friday. Temperatures are basically down around the teens, but then we get back up into the 20s and the 30s as we start looking ahead to next week. Let's talk about the Magic Valley. So for the Magic Valley, slight chance of snow late tomorrow night, but I don't think you're going to see much there. Here's your rain snow mix on Sunday. Temperatures are going to stay up around 40, lows upper 20s to the lower 30s, and that's in for next week. Mountain forecast, here you got your snow. And this is the one as you get in here on Sunday or Friday night. Like I said, 1 to 2 inches there. And then as we look into early Sunday morning and during the day into the afternoon, another 2 to 4 inches. So possibly about 3 to 6 inches of snow in some of those spots. As we get into Monday, it all starts to dry up just a bit, but you can still have some light snow showers around the area. And in the mountains, well, you can see the low tonight down to 9. And if you look by comparison, the low's down to 30 on Sunday. So we've got some 20s and 30s and some of the daytime highs that will continue somewhere into the mid 30s in the mountain areas. So I think the big deal about the weekend is the travel. And if you happen to be traveling through there, note that you're going to run into a storm, especially Sunday, but even Friday night into early Saturday morning. Not a lot down here in the valley, though.
So you're telling me I'm heading up to McCall Winter Carnival on Friday, that the roads are going to not be ideal?
It's going to be a little bit of a mountain travel, but I know you'll be okay.
We're used to it.
Okay?
Yeah. Good tires. That's all you need.
All right.
All right, Rick, thank you.